We got the details for you on the 2025 Ram 1500. And the big news for me, well, Hemi V8, no longer part of that truck. Instead, we're having an inline six Hurricane engine, and we also have the Pentastar V6, except for the Pentastar has made it to a thing called a Ramcharger. Yeah, you want to know more details about that? Trust me, because it'll get you going. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and I have all these details for you on this Ram 1500. So let me go through the things that are important to me and maybe important to you, and maybe we get some, have some good commentary, that kind of stuff. So I was not there in person, as other outlets probably are, but I do have all the details for you. So this is the new Ram Charger. What is this darn thing? This is a battery electric vehicle, except it's not a battery electric vehicle. It's got more to it. It's not so easy there. This is a battery electric vehicle that has a generator built in, right? And so what happens here, I'm going to slow this down for a second, is boom, you have a 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 in there. You also have a 250 kilowatt front and 238 kilowatt rear electric drive modules. They're powered by an onboard 130 kilowatt generator and 92 kilowatt hour battery with a targeted range of up to 690 miles. This thing will do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, 663 horsepower, and 615 pound-feet of torque, towing up to 14,000 pounds, payload up to 2,625 pounds. What does all this mean? What is this thing? It's a generator on wheels. So you have a small, you have a battery, you have the engine, and what happens is as you deplete the battery, the engine kicks on and charges the battery up. So you can do public charging. There is some public charging for this, or you just put more fuel in it and keep driving the way it is. Okay, let's take a look at this a little bit more in depth. This is some B-roll of it just sitting there. You can see that Ram lettering on the front. Well, that Ram lettering is unique in that it'll illuminate as you're charging. And so you look on the right-hand side, you see a little door there. That is the charging pocket, the I guess not pocket, but the door that comes out. You have 110, 220, and you also have the DC fast charging options. But you don't actually ever have to use those. You could never even decide to charge it. You just decide to put more fuel in it, and the basically the battery gets charged by the engine. You don't have to do that at all. And so we have the new look there on that Ram Charger. So it's a pretty cool. You have the lettering there, the Ram logo on the side, and yeah, this is done in a way to offer a bunch of cool features inside. I'm scroll on a little bit. But we still have the cargo, the in-bed storage, the RAM boxes on the side. You still have the tailgate. They'll have the other tailgate options as well. The barn door kind of tailgate option is still an option out there for the Ram trucks. And then, how much do we want to look at these wheels? All right, there we go. Now here's the inside. What's interesting about this, we have several things going on. We have a 14.5-inch screen in the middle. We have a 12.3-inch cluster behind the driver, and we have a 10.25-inch passenger screen. Now, this main screen here also shows hybrid mode, different drive modes, off-road pages. So you can actually drive in electric mode only by telling it what to do, and it'll run all the way to the batteries depleted. Or you can do e-save mode and press the button, and it'll run the engine only and save the battery. So you can have some choices there on what you want to do. That clips audio, yeah, that is a 1,228 watt system with 23 speakers for this model. Now that screen there on the passenger screen, you can be co-pilot. You can do navigation, that kind of stuff. You can also do entertainment. So you're doing the radio there. And then you can also look at the cameras. You can actually press a button and look at the cameras around the vehicle to help out the driver. And so that is a kind of a cool feature. The driver can't see that screen. They've seen it in the Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer, and only the passenger can see the screen. And we have the traditional shifter that they've had for a while, the turn dial. And we also have some unique things going on as far as driving. They're going to allow for available hands-free driving assist, provides level 2 automated driving capability, and affirms, I'm reading some more PR speak, but basically you can have level 2 hands-free driving assist on highways. The truck will drive itself. We've seen this with the Super Cruise from GMC. We've seen it for Blue Cruise. First time we're seeing it now with Ram. And another thing about this is, if you look at those, I'm going to go back for right there. Like below the Ramcharger there, you have dual wireless chargers for different phones. You can put 2 different phones in there and have wireless chargers. And this is just, Ram's interior is just amazing. All open pore wood, all this nice leather, all nice stitching. And so that's what's going in the Ramcharger. There's also an onboard inverter for the gasoline versions. And this will allow to provide up to 2 kilowatts of power, featuring 2 covered outlets located inside the bed. And the Ramcharger, excuse me, has 7.2 kilowatts of power as well. If I remember reading my notes correctly, again, I got I got 10 pages of notes. But yeah, there's the rest of the interior here in this Ramcharger. You have a 24-way adjustable front passenger seat. Just it's a pretty cool idea. I don't know. I bristle at how expensive this is going to be, but they kept the flat loading floor. They put the battery in a spot where you don't disrupt that. It looks like storage is still good in this vehicle, in the truck. And you have the option to drive electric and you drive gas only. And it'll be interesting to see what customers decide to do with this. Again, in a city environment, you may be able to drive for a couple months without using gas at all. Okay, now let's take a look at this new top of the trim level for Ram trucks. This is the new tungsten model. So you have Bighorn, you have Laramie, you have Rebel, you have Limited Longhorn, and now you have Limited, and then you have tungsten on top of this. So the let me think. Oh yeah, here we go. New ultra premium tungsten sits atop the light duty lineup with high quality authentic materials. So you get all sorts of stuff. All new power tailgate, premium LED taillight design, a contemporary Ram badge. You get indigo sea salt interior, new platinum patina semi-bright dual textured metal accents featuring diamond knurling. I can't even say that. Suede wrapped headliner, A and B pillars and visors, a heated and ventilated premium quilted natural plus leather driver and front passenger seats with 24-way power. Now this is just the exterior driving, and that's a Hurricane. We'll talk more about that in just a second. I'll make sure I get those details to you. But let's look at this interior one a little bit closer. So, boom, I'm going to kind of scroll real fast. These are bi-directional headlights in the front as well. When you turn, they actually shift to show you the road in front of you. They have the new, this comes with the new, right there, the SST-HO, which is the high output version of the Hurricane engine, which I have somewhere over here. Oh my goodness, so many different notes. All right, that's a straight 6 turbo engine. It's a high output engine, and that produces 540 horsepower and 521 foot-pounds of torque. There is a lower rated one that has 420 horsepower and 469 pound-feet of torque, and they're both mated to the 8-speed automatic transmission. So 420, 469, or 540 and 521, and you have 11,580 pounds of towing, 2,300 pounds of maximum payload, and up to 24 inches of water fording. So that's pretty interesting. So the tungsten model will get that high output Hurricane engine. And then in quarter 3 of 2024, a new Ram 1500 RHO will join the lineup with 540 horsepower Hurricane high output, reinforcing America's leading off-road and performance truck lineup. So the RHO is probably going to replace the TRX that was out there for a while. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll bring it back. So that is what's going on. Now, they say the engine is the strongest engine that Ram's ever produced. Again, we have the same interior, except for this is the tungsten, which means we have all that new interior stuff. So Natura Plus leather. You have the tungsten badge in the center console. You also have the VIN number in that as well. And you have the brushed platinum patina aluminum litho bezels. This is showing you the power output. Like you can see where the power is going and what we're using it for. You can actually bi-directional charging too with the Ram charger, and that you can charge other Ram vehicles. You can plug it back in your house. You can put it back in the grid, and so you can actually use it as basically a mobile generator. And then I talked about the this one as well. It has a unique crystal effect shifter cap, which you can see in the left-hand corner there. Ultra premium clips reference premier audio system with 23 speakers, and then the dual wireless chargers and a metal pedal kit as well in this tungsten model. And again, I'm not really sure what the price point's going to be because it's wow, is that a really cool looking truck though? So you have active driving assist, which allows you to use hands-on wheel and eyes-on road automated driving using lane centering with adaptive cruise. You also have the hands-free driving assist, and then you have the onboard, and we talked about that, where you can drive hands-free. Onboard power inverter, when equipped with a 3-liter Hurricane engine, offers up to 1.8 kilowatts with 2 covered outlets located in bed. We saw that a little bit earlier. I was talking about something else, but it showed it in bed. And then you can actually put it in park and run the inverter with the engine running and provide more power. There's a fully digital rearview mirror with tow mode that can show you what's going on behind you as you're driving. There's also your phone as a key, the digital phone as a key when you hook it up that way. You have heads-up display, a full color heads-up display, 10 different screens, several different content areas at once, including lane departure, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, turn-by-turn navigation, current gear, speed limit. And so you can save those features based on your driver profile too. Every time you get in, it's set up the way you want to be. More than 100 different safety features. A new Uconnect 5 system, which you saw. Yeah, I think. Well, looking at all my notes, I think it's going to go. Oh, so let's talk about interiors real fast. The Bighorn Lone Star has a Griddian paint with laser etching decorative trim accents. The Laramie has new chevron film decorative trim accents and new optional bison brown sea salt gray two-tone. The Rebel has new red-black ombre mesh insert material and a standard cloth and vinyl seats. Limited Longhorn features the Barnwood 45 open pore real wood veneer with an improved saw cut effect. Jesus Christ. It's also Longhorn's exclusively available with all new bison brown monochromatic interior and massaging front seats. Limited has new black ebony open pore real wood veneer decorative trim accents, in addition to the standard black monochromatic interior. It also offers an optional black ebony red interior color package for dramatic two-tone effect and massaging front seats. So yeah, that's just kind of a crazy amount of information. So what do we got at the end of the day? So let's break this down. We got Hemi V8 dead later. We got the Hurricane 3-liter inline 6, 2 versions of it, a lower output, high output. Those are going to be the base engines for the gasoline. We have a new higher trim level with the tungsten. And then we have the Ramcharger, which is basically a generator operation with the battery and the engine. Engine runs and refills the tank for the battery in a way, in that sense. And so you basically you can run off EV, electric power only. And then when you need it, you have a gas engine. It's similar to a plug-in hybrid system, except this is just a little bit different. And it's interesting they made a little bit of change with that, but it's basically the same idea for most consumers. You're going to just drive, and when you run low on fuel, you go get gas, and you don't have to worry about plugging it in, but you can plug it in if you want to. There is the plug-in option. But basically what it's doing is it's just kind of refilling the battery as you drive. So it's kind of a cool idea. Like I said, my concern with it is going to be price, because we saw that in top trim level tungsten Ramcharger, half-ton truck, mid-90s, 100K half-ton truck. I'll be curious about what that price point's going to be. The tungsten looks amazing. It's really luxurious. I know people are upset about these really expensive trucks, but people are buying the tungstens. They're buying the high trim level trucks. But we did get some upgrades to the Bighorn, to the Laramie. Those are the volume models. They'll sell a lot of those. But it's be interesting to see what you guys say about the V8. It kind of stood out to me. This is now the second automotive manufacturer that builds trucks who doesn't have it. Ram joins Toyota as not offering it as well. Ford still offers it with a 5.0-liter V8, but they sure push the heck out of their EcoBoost V6 twin turbo. You won't even think the 5-liter exists. I haven't even driven a 5-liter in probably 8-9 years. So all I drive is EcoBoost engines. And then you have Chevy that's actually reinvested in a new V8 platform, which is really interesting. GMC and Chevy. So I'll be interested in that. But yeah, the Ramcharger's got my interest. I'll be curious to see how that drives. I'm sure it's going to drive really well. Electric vehicles tend to be very good as far as the center of gravity is in a good spot. But in this case, we have the engine up front, battery in another spot. Interested to see how that works out, how much body roll we have when driving that around. What do you guys think? Put your comments down below. I'm just curious on all these details. What stands up to you? Maybe something stands up to you, didn't stand up to me. Yeah, that happens. All right. There you go. For more, check out the videos over here. Website down below as well. pickuptrucktalk.com. A lot more Ram content coming because got my eye on this one. We'll see. Maybe those will be one of my trucks I buy next year or something like that. I'm not really sure at the moment, but it definitely has my interest. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.